Hello there, how's it going? In this video, we are going to begin talking about chapter 5, if statements. Specifically, we are going to start talking about conditional tests. What are they? Why do we need them? And in the next video, we will actually talk about if statements. So let's begin. What is a conditional test? Well, conditional test is a piece of code that we use to make a decision, and they can be very simple. For example, you can ask Python if someone's age is greater than or equal to 18, then they are allowed to vote. For example. Or you can say if someone's score, their score is greater than or equal to 60, then they pass the subject. Let's say they were a student in a school, they pass the subject. Or if you want to log in someone into the user, you can check if their password is correct. You can say their password is I don't know, ABC123, ABC123, and if their password is correct, then they are allowed to log in. Now these are basic kind of tests that we can make, and in this video we are going to write code for them. Now this is not the code. I will tell you how to write the code for them. So let's begin. I have written all the comparisons that you can make. We actually call them comparison operators. We have learned about mathematical operators, plus, minus, multiplication, division, modulus. Now these are comparison operators. There are only 6. So to check if two things are equal, we use 2 equal sign. Now this is from math. In math we only use 1 equal, but in programming we use 2. Why do we use 2? Because the 1 equal is already taken. 1 equal means to create a variable. And then we have not equal sign. Now we cannot type this symbol in our keyboard. That's why we have an exclamation mark and equal, so not equal. Then we have greater than and less than, and then greater than equal to and less than equal to. Again, we don't have these symbols in our keyboard. That's why we have to type greater than equal to, and we combine those two symbols. Also less than equal to. Now let's go to our interactive console and type some code. Let's use the examples from the book, or let me show you some examples of my own. A very simple task would be, is tan equal to 10? And if that's correct, Python will tell me true. So true and false are computer's way of saying yes and no. True means yes. Is 10 equal to 10? Yes, 10 is equal to 10. Is 9 equal to 10? No. Is 100 equal to 10? No. Is 100 not equal to 10? Yes. And now we can make some greater than and less than comparisons. Is 100 greater than 10? Yes. Is 10 less than 100? Yes. Is 100 greater than 100? No. Is 100 greater than or equal to 100? Is 100 greater than or equal to 100? Yes. Is 100 less than or equal to 100? Yes. Is 50 less than, let's say, 100? Yes. So those are some very basic comparisons using numbers that I made. Now in real life you won't be doing comparisons like these. You will actually be using variables, because if I write 100 is less than equal to 100, it will always be true. Now, if I use age, for example, and set it to 18, now if I say if age is greater than or equal to 18, I will get true. Now I can say set age equal to 10, for example, and make the same comparison. Now that's the thing, I'm making the same comparison. Age is greater than or equal to 18. But what would I get? I would get false. I would get false. In real life, that's how we actually make comparison, because our variable can change. Someone's age can be 18, 10, and so on, and you will get true and false based on their age. If I type 100 less than equal to 100, it will always be true no matter what. So that was a little bit about comparison operator from me. Now let's look at what the book has to say. The book actually starts explaining using strings. I don't know if that's a good idea, but let's talk about it. So we are storing BMW in our car variable, and then we are asking Python, is my car equal to BMW? Which is true. So it's the same way as asking, is BMW equal to BMW, which is true, right? Python will actually check what is stored in the car variable. Then I'm setting my car to Audi, and I'm asking again, is my car equal to BMW? Which is no, false. And now we are going to talk a little bit about case sensitivity, which is that A is not equal to small capital A is not equal to small a. If I ask Python, are they equal, it will say no. So if I compare the same small a's, that would be true. In this case, I'm storing Audi in uppercase and asking Python if Audi in lowercase is equal. Now, even if you mess up one character, just one character, you will get false. So no matter how similar it looks, if it doesn't matches, it will be false. For Python, they are not equal. Very important to know. You will say, well, they are so similar that it should be true. No, even if there is a small difference, they will for Python they are not the same. Now you can make the same. You can do car.lower. That's why we learn these methods and get Audi in lowercase. So I can do car.lower and compare it to Audi in lowercase, and we'll get true, and we'll get true. So again, just to explain it further, if I make U uppercase, just one letter, it will not be Audi. If I make all uppercase, then obviously it will not be the same, and we'll get false. Now let's talk about inequality. Inequality. The book is saying requested topping is mushroom, and I'm asking is requested topping is not equal to anchovies, which is true, Now the book is using if statements. I'm going to talk about if statements in the next video, so let's not worry about it. Now we have numerical comparison. We have already talked about it. So age equal to 18 is age equals to, I should say age 18 is assigned to age because this is not really equal. Now I am comparing age with 18, which is true. And there are some more comparisons. We have already done a few of them ourselves, so let's not talk about it right now. And then we have logical operators. Let's talk a little bit about logical operators, but I think it's a little advanced right now, but let's talk about it. Logical operators. There are only two. Well, there are three, but I'm going to only talk about two, and or. So it should be an lowercase a. It should be a lowercase a and or. Now they are used to actually combine tasks, combine conditional tasks. For example, you can go to a restaurant and ask, I need a burger, I need a burger and a drink. Or you can go to the restaurant and ask, I need a burger or a drink. So these are English sentences and you can probably guess what they mean. In the first one, I'm saying I want both. No matter what, I want both. In the second one, I'm saying just either one will work. If you can give me both, that's good, but either one will work. I'm happy with just a burger, I'm happy with just a drink, I'm happy with both. But in the first one, I must have both, otherwise I will not be happy. Otherwise I will not be happy. And so in conditional tests, we can combine multiple tests and using and or. And if all of them pass, then we will get true for and if only one passes, we will get true for or. So let's combine our example of a score. Let's say score is 17 and age is 18, and see if age is greater than or equal to 18 and score is greater than or equal to 60. Now if both of them pass, we will get true, and we got true. Now let's say age is 17 and run the same test. Now we will get false because and wants all of them to pass. All of them to pass. And you can actually combine it even further, adding more ands, and it will get complicated. And now let's look at or. Age is greater than or equal to 18, or score is greater than or equal to 60. Or only wants just a single one of them pass, and it will be true. Now the score is greater than or equal to 60. We don't care about age, so we will get true. We will get true. Here the book has some age examples. It has some age examples. Age 0 is equal to 22. We are assigning 22 to age 0. We are assigning 18 to age 1, and we are comparing both of them. Are both of them greater than or equal to 21? No. Now let's make age 1 22. Are both of them greater than or equal to 21? Yes. Yes. And you can also use parentheses to group the comparisons, but they are not mandatory. They are not mandatory. Now we have the or example. If one of them passes, then true. If one of them passes, then true. And if both of them do not pass, let's make their score 50. Let's make their score 50 and try to run the code again. And we'll get false. Now neither of them are passing. So I guess this is it for this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.